Ladies and gentlemen, roll out the barrel and we'll have a barrel of fun. That's a weird saying. How much fun can you have in a barrel? You gotta be really small. The barrel's gotta be really big. All right. Yeah. Okay, 2020 hasn't exactly been the funnest year of all time. But hey, it's almost 2021. And that means it's time for my January THORnews fundraiser so I can keep up and running. That's news, isn't it? Sure. I made 1,000 videos in 2020 because I work hard for my money. So hard for it, honey. And now we've got a storm we can super duper hyper obsess about if we want to. It'll be moving through California. Right now it has been in Nevada and stuff. And then it's going to meet up with some Gulf of Mexico moisture. And it's going to create some type of superstorm. And it is going to be very, very dangerous for parts of the United States up here as it creates a giant ice swath. So, and then West Coast USA, it is that time of the year where you just get freaking pounded again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So we are watching the big storm that initially started as a northeaster, and then the models kept tracking it. It is now a Texas storm that will move across the United States up into Canada. And then, like I said, you just get kind of a wave after wave after wave pattern. If you got your eye on the West Coast, like I said, you guys are going to start getting it again and again and again. And some pretty heavy rain. We're talking atmospheric river conditions. Stay tuned, and I'll show you a little more what I'm talking about in that arena. That big, no, not that one. That one. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. I thought there was another one. Maybe it was an earlier run. There's one where, like, the whole state's yellow. One at the top of the state. So, yeah, you get quite a bit of moisture to look out for. And then I got Europeans being like, blimey, mate, I'm crying about my cookie, tea, and biscuits because you're buggering me off and not giving me any coverage. So we're running this so we can appease the people in Europe. Or please, is that a word? It's probably not. But yeah, you get some interesting Mediterranean cane going down below France and Spain. And so it looks like the waves of weather and weirdness will be coming more to the south of the UK, although you got something coming in from the top. And then I spoke too soon. So yeah, it's going to be some interesting weather for everybody as we close out the year with a Cancer full moon. We've been tracking our 7-day precipitation map, and if you'll notice, the red is now turned orange here in the tri-state area of Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, with a skosh of Louisiana. And then we're getting into yellow territory up here in parts of Canada, Washington, and then you're getting more heavier precipitation moving down into the Sierra Madres, whatever these mountains are called, Nevada-ish. I think even Susie would agree that this is a doozy, and it is going to affect, down into Texas, all the way up into the Great Lakes states, and then you have your next storm moving in behind it. This is just a 48-hour look at the weather guessed, and you're getting snow moving down into Texas and even parts of Oklahoma. This may be the first time it's ever snowed in Oklahoma in history. All right, I just made that up to be silly. I'm having to force my sense of humor to come back. And it's the special little things that make THORnews so fantastic, in my opinion. And so we have one of the 2020-est moments in time. We have a fire truck on fire. So we've upgraded from dumpster fire to fire truck fire. And in 2021, I'm going to try and make fun of the grand solar minimum mini ice age guys less, but it's still 2020, and all their predictions of super low sunspots and activity look like they totally failed. We have 2 major sunspots on the sun right now that are pretty big, and mini ice age my ass because the noctilucent clouds are missing, and that is like the highest, coldest parts of the atmosphere. Something is strange is happening 50 miles above the Antarctic, or rather not happening. Noctilucent clouds, which normally blanket the frozen continent in December, are almost completely missing. And so, having the super cold clouds, you would think those would be something that would come along with a mini ice age. And it was supposed to be the super low solar activity that brings about all the super mega coldness that is anomalous. So neither one are really happening, man. And I don't really make whole videos telling y'all to worry about asteroids because we got a lot of real things to worry about, and asteroids don't concern me as much. It's almost like the things we've gotten good at are asteroids and hurricanes. So we got other stuff we need to concentrate on. But asteroid YS4 bipped, just passed by Earth 0.3 lunar distances without hitting us or hurting anybody. So that is great news. With all the gas giants on the same side of the sun for the next couple of years, volcanoes will continue to be a pretty big story that I will cover. And the most active volcano since 2019, our own American, North America, South America, Central America. The Americas are big, bro. Popocatépetl just keeps on going on, man. That thing it works as hard as I do. Technically, you could argue it works harder because I take days off, and it does not. This is a pretty interesting picture of the volcano. How would it be like to have a little house and then be like, oh yeah, we can see the volcano in the distance? It'd be kind of cool, especially if you had a wife or a husband you really enjoyed watching volcanoes with or whatever. Yeah, but here's the thing I really wanted to show you. Brought to us by U.S. Storm Watch. Continuing to watch the 7 to 10 day window for a Pacific jet extension, which could bring potential NorCal and Bay Area its biggest storms of the winter so far, with possible atmospheric river connections. Stay tuned. So it usually has the high pressure down here that breaks it up and forces it up into Alaska or Canada. But if you don't get the big high pressure break, because it appears the high pressure is moving, then you would just get the wham, slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, total in your face atmospheric river, which could cause problems in a lot of the fire burn areas. Eric Webb at Weber Grill Weather talking about a full res Euro showing a 923 millibar extratropical cyclone. It would be like a category 4 hurricane off the Kamchatka Peninsula in a few days. If it verifies, it would enter the conversation for the strongest extratropical cyclone ever observed in the North Pacific Ocean. And so, yeah, dude. And it will probably it'll probably ride the Aleutian volcano range like roller coaster rails. Man, my brain just stopped working for a second there. And then you have a secondary storm, which looks like it went behind it. It'll be part of our other storms. But this signifies we could be getting some weird and wild weather. Plus, you got a Omega block that'll be setting up on the other side of the United States. So stay tuned. This is the portion of the show where I remind you guys our first real ice storm of the season has already delivered the biggest single storm rainfall in many areas. Wait, no, but I'm just saying, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is going to be your big ice area. Talking Madison, Chicago, Kansas City, Omaha. You know what's up. They had funky cold Medina blizzard conditions in Feldberg, Germany yesterday. Can't even see anything. The only blizzards are like that because the snow is all super blowing around. So it makes visibility low. Culture Volcan letting us know the Sangay volcano continues to erupt. Brittany Boyer reporting from the foyer about the California snow developments on Sunday night. We're talking 10 inches, Big Bear Resort. So, have fun skiing if that's what you're doing. Roosters love the Omega cockblock. Get it? Wordplay. Roll out the barrels. Brooks without done, letting us know that Vail Pass, which is also a place you can get some awesome skiing done, or Beaver Creek right across the street, they got a bunch of snow as well. Did I say Brooks without done? It seems like a pretty neat joke for a niche crowd, or is it niche? Did I mention they got hail in California earlier today? Hail, yeah. And this is not California. These are just waves somewhere in Galicia Espanol because of Bella. It was a storm named Bella. Aaron J. Jack, which is a really cool name, is letting us know we have a lot of moving parts in this storm that'll be forming over the next 48 hours. J. Jack, Aaron. And dude, I bring you guys just cool information. Check out this giant high, like this is almost an entire low pressure system. I mean, this thing is huge. It's like one big hurricane or cyclone or typhoon or whatever you want to call it. So here's a tiny one, and then here's a giant one that is moving all the way over. Like, that's insane, bro. That is freaking insane. Did I mention we had a 4.4 earthquake in Baja, California, Mexico today? Anyway, I want you to take a look at this thing. This is a giant, huge, like, whoa. That is the biggest low pressure thing I've ever seen. And then we have like a record low coming up the rails. So yeah, we got some weird weather to end the year and then start the year. Funny how that works. Now let's click through awesome and interesting photographs of Mount Etna, a volcano erupting in Italy. I've heard Italy's nice. Just thought I'd mention that. And this was brought to us by Anna Maria Luongo. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a puppy in the middle of the night because the puppy got cold. Alex Borham, impressive ensemble signal this far out for a strong now with a closed 500 millibar ridge at 240 hours. Looks like a retrograding block coming out of the Scandinavian area combines with reinforcing wave breaking to strengthen the Greenland block even further. Yeah, easy for you to say, buddy. Really juvenile people will go out of their way to point out the fact that sometimes sunspots look like buttholes. But I'm not immature like that, so just enjoy this picture of this natural occurrence that our soul does. And by soul, I mean sun, because they call it SOL. That's what he used to. One thing I like about my job is that I do try to take attempts to figure out categories and wind speeds and storm surge for hurricanes. But for major snowstorms, dude, I don't worry about trying to predict inches at all. Unless it's ice. So good luck to all the meteorologists out there trying to appease their local people who are looking for exact inch totals, baby. But yeah, no lie. Today has been Los Angeles' wettest day in 8 months. So welcome back to wet season, LA. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. But yeah, the volcano that erupted in Kilauea, dang. And Jolie sent me a thing on how to say it, and I forgot. Anyhow, it used to be a water lake in Kilauea, and now it's back to a magma lake, and it continues to fill. So we will continue to track it. Hot dang, watch out, I'm going to smack it. All right, looks like we get another sunspot rolling off the corner as well. It's brought to us by industrial engineer Irene Kirros. We see in the sun SUVI images. Slight south pole prominence in active regions. Yellow color 1 point AR2795 is somewhat active. Let's keep watching. Great idea. Beantown Tim from Boston talking about wicked, smart, and cold Montpelier, Vermont. That's a cool photo in my opinion. So not only is our big storm, end of the year storm, going to bring snow, sleet, ice, but it also could bring tornadoes. And can you imagine, dude, ice and tornadoes? Can you imagine? That sounds like a bad mix, bro. It sounds like a really bad mix. So New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, ice and tornadoes and snow, possible. And so, hey, yeah, if you made a killing at the stock market or at Bitcoin this year and want to donate to THORnews, it would be greatly appreciated. People can say whatever they want, but I made 1,000 videos this year in one of the toughest years in modern human history. And I did a great job of bringing you guys fantastic information. And you know what? 2021 is not exactly going to be a cakewalk either. Here's Argentina. They get a ton of flooding, bro. Ton. Flooding. Also, the offshore Indian winter monsoon is quite obvious. I agree, Vortex Jeff. I totally agree. But yeah, we're looking at possible record pressure in Alaska and, not surprisingly, the potential for record high pressure in Mongolia. So you get a record high pressure and a record low pressure on the same time. It's not captured in this model, though. I'm just here doing it and doing it and doing it well, like Papa Tape. And I do hope everybody survived Bella, and this person is happy this fella is about to get here this morning. So, good morning, UK. So, we got a lot to track in the last 3 days of 2020. I'll be here. And this bomb cyclone out in the Pacific has definitely caught my interest, so I'll continue to track it for you guys. All right, so, yeah, every single month for like the last 4 years, I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. So I continue to bring you guys my news, my style. And over, since the election, my hackers have been coming at me pretty hard. Although the last 2 weeks they backed off. I don't know if they're on vacation or what's going on. But I even bought a piece of crap phone and then had to buy a new plan. And then I changed my PayPal account password and stuff with the phone. That's all I use that phone for. And hopefully that will work. So, I got 6 days left of my fundraiser that will lead us into 2021. The very best and easiest way that it's going to get there is the snail mail. T. Lewison 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas 77096. I got a PayPal, I got a Venmo, I got a CashApp, a Patron, and for the January 2021 year 9 of THORnews fundraiser, because you guys are awesome, I only have $1,001 to raise. And I got to say super duper thanks, absolutely, to the Texas Angel, tag 7 in the ATL, Darlene, Cody, Help Me Hemp, and everybody out there in the Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are utterly cool and amazing. I appreciate y'all. I gave you guys my absolute all in 2020, without a doubt. Like I said, at this point, I made 1,000 videos, so I'm pretty confident that I gave you guys as much bang for your buck as you could, and that's how I do it. I bust my ass and then hope that it returns to me paid forward, and hopefully it comes back. And so, I know people will be like, "Can't you just beg for money?" I was like, "Nah, dude, it's like a roller coaster business model. I enjoy it. I like it. And during this crazy pandemic days, at least I have a stream of income that I can't get laid off, except for by you guys. And so, I don't know. I do a really good job. And not only during all the information I put out, when on my good days, I make you guys laugh. And some people say inspire them. So that's good. And I love it. And I like being me, and I like having the freedom that I can make videos about things that I want. It's like a dream come true. So I thank you guys for helping me out and sticking with me and all your support and prayers. Love y'all. You guys are always there for me when I need you. So I try to be there for y'all when you need me. And so, yeah, but I know it's a tough year, but if, take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your pets first. But if you do have scratch left over and you think I deserve it for the last 8 years or 2020 or just in the future, I'll do my best to keep on doing what I do and hopefully get better and get back in my groove, because this year knocked us all out of our groove. I'll put this information in the box. And remember, if you send me like a PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, or Patron, and I don't mention it at the end of the video, although the Patron, that comes after the first. Anyway, I'm just saying, then that means somehow it didn't make it to me, and so you can alert me through email or Twitter or Facebook, although I don't really check my Facebook messages. I should start that, huh? Okay, talk to y'all soon. Stay cool. God bless everyone.